Hi guys, Pixelbeer here, and welcome back to our second Bukkit plugin tutorial episode. If you haven't seen the last one, I strongly suggest that you check that out, because that is pretty much gets you acquainted with Eclipse and setting up your Bukkit server. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to get more familiar with Eclipse, and we're going to work with a simple command. So you can make a new Java project. I'm going to call it tutorial 2. You can call it like commands something, I don't know, whatever you want. And inside of here, you're gonna configure the build path. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's delete that. Let's just copy this and then paste it, and let's name it here whatever we want it. Problems occurred. Okay. Oh, build path. Okay. So yeah, you can just copy that. Change the build path, configure build path, add external jars, craft bucket underscore server, apply. Okay. Source, new package, com dot pixelbeaver, pixelbeaver dot plugins, new Java class, and we're just gonna call this, let's call it, commands. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so copy all the code in there. Control C, Control V, and then you're gonna change that to commands for the class name. You're gonna save it. Okay, and then actually we'll edit the plugin.yml file later. So now we're gonna want to make something called a on command boolean or however you want to say it, I don't know. So you're gonna hit control and click space. It's gonna come up with a bunch of these. You're gonna type in on, and then on command will come up. Just press enter, and then you're just gonna delete this return super on command thing. You're gonna delete the auto generated method stub, and delete that semicolon, and delete this at override. So pretty much you delete almost everything except for this first line. And then you're going to type in return false inside of it, semicolon. Because since it's a boolean, that means true or false, so you return it false. Or true, but true usually lags out the server, I don't know. So we're going to want to check. Okay, so first let me just walk you through this. So we have a public boolean. Public means that it's accessible by everybody. The boolean, yeah, true or false. On command is just what it's called. That's how you reference it. Command sender is whoever sent the command, so that could be a player or the console. Command, like the command. That one, you don't really use that, is just the command. The string, which is the text that the command is called label. And the string array is args. Args stands for arguments. And these two brackets mean an array. Let me highlight those. Yep. And pretty much, here, let me go into full screen so it's easier to see. So the arguments are whatever comes after the command. So if I do double slash, so it's not gonna, like, take any of this programming. If you do slash, nah. Okay, so slash TP, pixelbeaver to 111. The arguments here are pixelbeaver. That's argument 0, because it counts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's argument 0, argument 1, argument 2, argument 3. And this is the label. So you can just delete that real quick. And now we're going to see what this label is. So we're going to type in if label dot equals ignore case. And then you type in some quotes. So we're gonna make a command /hello. You can name it, well, you can switch any of these names that we're doing with anything. So yeah, we're just gonna do /hello. And what that is gonna do, okay, actually, so an if statement is, we're checking, once again, it's like a boolean. We're saying true or false. Is the label that they just typed equal to hello? If it is, we're going to run whatever inside of these curly braces. If not, return false. So we're going to see if this player is actually a player. So we're gonna do and. So that means if the label is equal to hello and, you just have to do two and signs. And sender is an instance of player. That's sender instance of player. And the instance of should bold. And then you're gonna highlight that, hover over it, and click import player. An easier way to import things is Control-Shift-O. That'll just import everything. We know Control-S is save, and Control-Shift-F formats everything. So if you have something that's really long, it'll format it, break it down into a bunch of different sections. So we're going to see, so yeah, we're making sure that the sender is an instance of player, which you actually don't have to do. For this specific command, we don't have to do that. So Control-Shift-O, that organizes the imports. What did I press? So we're going to get the player. So we're assuming, actually it kind of has to be a player since we're sending the player a message. So and sender instance of player. Control-Shift-O to import it. We're gonna make a variable of the player. Player equals player in parentheses sender. So this is making a variable called player, and it's of the player entity type. And this in parentheses is casting it. So the sender could be the console or the player, but it's saying it's gonna be the player, since we're making sure of that. So it's gonna be the player. So then sender is compatible with player. Otherwise it wouldn't work, because sender is a different type. It's command sender, whereas player is an entity. So we're going to do player.send message, and I'm gonna put some quotation marks, and we're just gonna say hello back to them. So right now, let's save this. I'm gonna go out of full screen. We're gonna go into our plugin.yml, and we're gonna change this main file to commands, version 1.0, name commands, description, allows you to perform a simple command. There we go. And now for any commands that you have in a plugin, in the plugin.yml file, you're gonna make a new commands section, and then you cannot use tabs. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, and then you're gonna type in whatever command you want, press enter, another 4 spaces, then the description. So our command is hello. We're gonna make a colon, enter 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 1, 2, 3, 4. Description, colon, and then you can type any description. I'll show you where this appears later. Says hello to the player. So you can save that, Control S, and then refresh this with F5 or function F5 if you're on a laptop. We can say in this, we're gonna right click, export as a jar file. We're gonna name this. We're going to name it commands.jar and finish. Okay, so now we can minimize this. Now we are going to start our server. Is this the right? Yep, tutorial server. Cool. And as you can see in the plugins folder, we do have. Oh, now we have both of them. That's fine. So we can open up our Minecraft. Actually, as you can see in here, both of these are going to say they're enabled. Commands has been enabled. Plugin logger has been enabled. So in our Minecraft, we can play offline. What? Whatever. Sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone. Okay, so wait for this to load, and you will see the commands. Let's give this a second. Okay, so if we go onto our test server, let's log in, and here we go. So if we do slash plugins, or just slash pl for short, you'll see we have 2 plugins. If you do slash help plugin logger, oh yeah, it doesn't have any help because we have no commands. Sorry, slash help commands. And see, we have the commands that we put in the plugin.yml file. The /hello says hello to the player, the description for it. So let's try it out. /hello. Hello. It says back. Okay, so we're going to want to customize this more. We're going to use something called chat color, or color codes. So back in our Eclipse workspace, before this player.send message, we're going to do chat color dot, and then you can scroll through. There's so many colors. You can also do bold, which is bolder, of course. Magic makes everything all that, like, here, I'll show you what magic is. Here, let's double click it, and then do a plus to separate something like a chat color and a string. Save it. Export as a jar file, same location. I'm gonna reload the server. Actually, let's join it first. /reload. Oh, whoops. Let me opt myself. Let's reload it here. Okay. So we get out of here. Okay, so if you do /hello now, that's what magic is. It's the same thing. It's hello and an exclamation point, but all swirly like that. And that is actually going to continue forever. Well, nope, never mind. It went away. Finally. Okay. So let's go back into Eclipse, and we're going to want this as a gold. So we're going to type in gold there. Save it, re-export it. And yeah, once again, you can do whatever. You can also combine two. You can do bold and gold. That rhymes. Or like bold and magic. Anything, you can just combine it. So if we do /hello now, we have hello and gold. So yeah, you can customize this however you want. You can do things that send messages. In the next tutorial, we are going to be looking at event handlers and what happens when a player joins the server, and custom messages like that. So stay tuned for the next episode. I will see you all then. Remember to leave a rating if you did enjoy this video, and see you on the next one.